New tank engine. One morning, Thomas and Rosie popped into the Brendam docks. Sir Tom and Arthur was there. Thomas and Rosie, guess what? A new engine will come to Sodor, said Arthur. That's right. His name is Ernest. I know that you two will teach him how to be really useful, Sir Thomas said. We will, sir, said Thomas and Rosie. Then Ernest puffed in. Hello, Ernest. I'm Thomas. And I'm Rosie. And I'm Arthur, said Arthur. Hello, said Ernest. Thomas. Said Rosie. Ernest has a busy first day. First, he has to shunt cars in the yard for the other engines. Then, he has to take a train back here to Brendam Docks. And lastly, he has to collect some passengers from Midway Station and take them to Crown Station, Starman said. And I'm sure you three will be really useful, Starman said. Rosie and Thomas were excited. Come on, they said, to the shunting yards. And Ernest followed them. So, here's the shunting yards, Thomas said. There are lots of cars here, and we had to shunt them for the other engines. Yes, said Rosie, and once you see it, shunting can be really fun. Ernest started to shunt the cars. Ooh, said the cars. Who's this black engine? Yes, said the other car. We want a proper engine, not a black ghost, they laughed. Shut up, Ernest said crossly. They infect the cars. Oh, well, they can be a little troublesome, said Rosie. Not troublesome, said Ernest. The Stanley puffed in. I've come to collect the scrap now, he said. Oh, hello, said Stanley. I'm Stanley, and you... Ernest, said Ernest. Oh, nice meeting you, Stanley said. You are a bit too rough with the cars. Try them softer. Alright, said Thomas. You mean more gently? Sure, I could do that. So Rosie like this. And she shifted two cars carefully into line. Yeah, well, when they're not being troublesome, Ernest said. Yeah, because Thomas, now we gotta take these cars to the docks. On their way to Brendam, the trucks have become troublesome again. Look who's slow is in the back. Like that old engine named Quack, laughed the trucks. Quiet, said Ernest, and bumped the trucks hard. They steamed into the tunnel. They arrived at the docks. The cars had to give him a push. Go on, they bumped. Ernest bumped into Rosie, which he bumped into Thomas, and they bumped into a line of cars waiting on the rails. What's going on? Said Salty. Trucks, said Ernest. Again. Well, at least you're here, Salty said. A couple from the cars and gave them last bump. Ernest was a couple from the cars and gave them one last bump. The cars rolled and hit Hank. Whoa, well, throw me off the rails, he said. Said Rosie. You have to pick up passengers from Midway Station and take them to Crown. Soon, they're all at Midway Station with two passenger coaches, ready to go to Crown Station. Now, Thomas, you have to be careful with the passengers. Passengers don't like to be bumped by freight cars. You have to give them smooth rides. Sure, Ernest said, smooth rides. Soon it was time to go, and they all headed off down the line. On our way to Crown Station when some points sent Ernest the wrong way. Slammed on his brakes just outside the quarry. He bumped the coaches. The passengers inside were cross. They didn't like to be bumped. Thomas and Rosie, however, just stopped when Ernest was backing out the quarry. What happened? Asked Rosie. Some points sent me the other way. And the passengers thought that I bumped them. Well, don't worry. We just had to get to Crown Station, said Rosie. They soon arrived. The passengers got off, grumbling and complaining. What a day of troublesome cars and grumbling passengers, said Ernest. Agreed, said Thomas. And then they all set out back again. Ernest, Thomas, and Rosie popped back at the yards where Sir Tom was waiting. Ernest called Sir Tom Head. I've heard you bumped several cars off the rails in this yard, Hank off the tracks, and you bumped the passengers when you were going to Crown Station. Well, I didn't mean to bump Hank or the passengers. I went down the wrong line. I didn't know Hank was behind me when I biffed the cars again. Well, said Rosie, maybe you should watch out while you're bumping the cars in case other engines might be behind you. Quite right. I expect you to do better tomorrow. Yes, sir, said Ernest. Today was a good day, but you can be useful tomorrow, said Thomas. Then they both puffed away. The next day, Ernest was ready. Okay, do all your jobs properly, and don't bump cars into other engines, Ernest said to himself. Then he'd be really useful. But he forgot what he had said when he had to shunt cars. Troublesome cars, he said. He shunted them forcefully into line. And he bumped the cars when he had to take a stone train down to the dock. Come on, he said. He pulled forcefully down the line with the train of freight cars. Thomas and Rosie were at the dock when Ernest puffed in, bumping the cars. Hello, Ernest, said Thomas. How are you getting on? Just fine, he said. The way you bought those cars, Rosie, you don't take much pride in pulling them. Why would I? Just cars, after all. Troublesome nuisances, he said. They may be troublesome, but they help us transport goods to other places. Yeah, I know that. But why do they have to be so troublesome all the time? Ernest said. Come on, whatever you're doing, said Rosie. Every engine takes pride in their work.
Whatever we do it well, because we all decide to do each job we're told to do, with care, with love, with pride. Whatever we do it well, because we all decide to do each job we're told to do, with care, with love, with pride. Look at Edward at the back, helping others up the track. There goes Henry hauling freight, always proud to haul his busy with the mail. Right on time, he'll never fail. There goes Gordon steaming by, proud as punch, so that is why. Whatever we do it well, because we all decide to do each job we're told to do, with care, with love, with pride. Whatever we do it well, because we all decide to do each job we're told to do, with care, with love, with pride.
Thanks you two for showing me to take pride in work, no matter what the job is, passengers or freight. You're welcome, Sir Thomas. I'm just trying to help and be really useful. Well, thanks, because, well, you two are really helpful. Said Ernest. Ernest pulled good trains for the rest of the day, and he did not have a problem since. That evening, he met Thomas and Rosie in the sidings. I just want to thank you two for showing me how to be really useful, he said. No problem. We're just trying to be helpful, and that's what friends are for, Thomas said. Of course. We wanted to be helpful and really useful. Well, like I said before, you were, Ernest said. And so was you, Thomas said. You were really useful today, Ernest. I'm very proud of you, Thomas said. Thank you, sir, said Ernest. It feels good to be really useful. Doesn't it? He said. And Thomas and Rosie agreed.